Good morning, YouTube. Today is my birthday, and today we're going to talk about birthdays and reflect on the past on today's edition of The Sagely Shave. Alright, we're back on this birthday shave. So we've got a Gillette Silverblue, which is now 3 days old, which is like the perfect age for me. And my Henson shaving AL13 mild. I got my pre-soaked synthetic brush ready to go. And today we're going to be shaving with two shaving soaps. So we got my all-time favorite, the MVP Island Man. And we put some creamy coconut because I'm dreaming of being on a cruise, which I'd love to be on a cruise right now down in the Caribbean at Castaway Cay, floating in the Caribbean. But we're just having a chill birthday party today. I got a big birthday party for my daughter coming up later this week. And so we've got my coconut shave bowl with my creamy coconut and my Island Man in here. We're going to add a few drops of water. Maybe that's a little bit too much. And we're going to use a pre-shave oil today because I want a super smooth shave after all these nicks here. So we're going to be using Lather and Wood pre-shave oil. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I am fresh out of the shower. And we are going to get a nice, comfy, close shave today. Because I got to go out to eat to my birthday party here in a few minutes. But I want to share some insights on and reflections on the last 20 years of my life. Because that's what we do on birthdays. We reflect. So let's get our lather going here. Oop, I'm going to have to rinse out my bowl again, or rinse out my brush again here. Jeez. All right, so let's get lathered and let's get started. So, when you reach your early 40s, let me tell you, you have the mentality of someone in their 20s, the intelligence of someone who's lived as long as you have, but your body starts to slow you down a little bit. It starts to say, whoa, you don't have the energy, your metabolism slows down. You can't do the things you used to do when you were in your early 20s. You know, you're not 18 anymore. I remember being 18, 19. I was in college. Life was good. I was working part-time at Corning, making some decent money, well above minimum wage starting out, which was great. And I'd already gotten like my first raise. I was super happy. I had a steady girlfriend. She was awesome at the time. And I was also making music royalty checks monthly for comedy music that I was writing, which was super awesome. And that was just, amazing. That was a great time of my life. Bills were paid. Was doing well in school. Didn't have to put in a lot of effort to make good grades. I was in school for a computer science degree. The only class that really gave me any trouble, and to this day I hate it, was organic chemistry. Gosh, I hated organic chemistry. Only class I ever made a C in. Even gross anatomy, I managed to eke out a B in, even after having flunked the first test in medical school. That was my wake-up call. We can do that in another shave video. But only class I've ever made a true C in. It was a C+. That was organic chemistry. Man, I hated organic chemistry. But life was simple back then. My dad was alive. I remember the PlayStation 2 had come out. And I waited in line. I went everywhere trying to get a PlayStation 2. And finally, of all places, we had a Target open. And I went there one morning. And I remember I had to get up at like 5:30 in the morning to go to work. And there was a PlayStation 2 sitting there on the shelf. And it was my birthday. And I grabbed that sucker and brought it home. And you know what came with it? Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Oh my gosh. And my friends and I and my dad, we played that for hours. Trying to get our Honda NSX finally tuned. And then we decided on a Subaru WRX I could just corner like a champ with its 4-wheel drive. Oh man, I love that game. Many, many hours enjoyment for my PlayStation 2. I was in good shape back then. I worked out at a Gold's Gym. I did body pump all the time. I had some muscle on me. I looked good. I had endless energy. I could drink 8 Cokes. No kidding, 8 Cokes with a meal and not gain a pound. I don't know how that was physically possible. But we used to eat out a lot and never gained weight. Probably just burned it all off because I was so, even though I played video games, I was pretty active outside of that. Now, the negatives, I played a hell of a lot of EverQuest back then, and between the age of 18 and 20. And I don't regret it at all. It taught me a lot of life skills and stuff like that, obviously. But I mean, there was a lot of nights I would stay up to 2 or 3 in the morning raiding, and then I would sleep for 2.5 hours and get up for work. And that was not a good thing to do at all. No. All right, let's get another lather in here. Much closer shave, smoother shave so far. I'm liking it. The creamy coconut is creamy. The Isle of Man is coming together nicely. I like it. This is gonna be a good shave. It's gonna be good. But it's also reflections on where you've come and where you've been. So it's not just the younger days. I think back to the challenges that I met. I remember talking, my best friend and I had a best friend, Jade Hoy. If he ever watches this, I'm going to embarrass him. But him and I, when I was in college, we wanted to go to medical school. And we would go on walks in the evening through our neighborhood. And we would walk for 1 or 2 hours and just chat about life and stuff, chat about girls, usual stuff guys chat about. We always dreamed about going into medical school. If we were ever going to get into medical school and taking the MCAT and all that. Well, looking back, we both ended up going to the same medical school. We're both physicians now. And I don't regret it. I do look back and wonder what my life would have been if I hadn't sacrificed the great majority of my 20s and early 30s for medical school and residency, because that was a rough time in my life. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of drama going on in my life during that time, and I just held it together. And the things that I've seen, I can't unsee. The conversations I've had, I can still remember. The PTSD, like when PTSD hits, you can hear everything in your mind. You can remember how everything smelled during the event. Like that's like running code blues. I remember every code blue I ever ran where I either saved someone or the ones where people died. Like I can remember that. And so on my birthday, I kind of sit there and I reflect, like, this is where I was at, and this is where I've been, and this is the journey of life that I've been. And I just want to say that I am thankful for the journey that I've been allowed to be on. I'm thankful for the ability to become a doctor. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm here able to post on YouTube with my cell phone and have all these shave products. Like, I am thankful for all of that, for my life decisions and where that's brought me, and in my opinion, where God has allowed me to be. So, all right, let's try to get rinsed off here. All right. Feel like the shaving irritation is much less today. Still got some on my neck from the sheep fiasco, we'll call it. But we're still going to use the alum block to see if we've got any hot spots before we put my aftershave on. Nope. Okay, little burn. Okay, big burn right there. Not too bad. Just a couple little stings. This area, go over this area real quick. Make sure. Good. All right. Not too shabby for a birthday shave. Way, way better. We're going to top it off with some Glacial Lemon Chill just to give us some pizzazz. Wake us up. Yes. Actually, I can't say wake us up. I've already been for a 2-mile walk this morning. That's the first thing I did when I roll out of bed. It's like, what am I going to do for my birthday? I'm going to go for a walk. because I want to lose weight. I want to get some energy back. Man, I just want to feel alive. And that is today what I challenge you on your birthday. Do something that makes you feel alive. I'm going to go hang out with my family. I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to reconnect with some friends. But birthdays are important. You should celebrate them. You should use them as a time of reflection. And always remember, you are worth it. This has been another edition of The Sagely Shave. If you like the content, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever. Just have an awesome day. Doc out.